Long before the twilight of the gods, before Thor's hammer echoed in battle, and before Odin sat beneath the roots of Yggdrasil in thought, there was a wolf, vast, powerful, and feared by all. His name was Fenrir, son of Loki, the trickster god, and Angerboda, a giantess from the shadowed forest of Ironwood. From the moment he was born, the gods trembled, for prophecy had already spoken. From Loki's brood shall come the beasts of ending, one to devour the sun, one to devour the moon, and one to devour the gods. And Fenrir would father them. Deep in the forest of Ironwood, a place where sunlight rarely touched the ground, lived the giantess Angerboda, mother of monsters. When the gods cast her mate Loki away, she raised their children alone, strange, wild things born of both chaos and divinity. From Fenrir's line came two wolves, unlike any others ever seen. The first was Skoll, whose name means mockery. He was swift, golden-eyed, with fur like smoke. From the moment he opened his eyes, he stared at the bright sun, and he hated it. He would grow to chase it across the sky. The second was Hati Hrodvitnesen, meaning he who hates. His brother in blood, silver-eyed with fur dark as a midnight frost. He looked only at the moon and swore with every breath to catch it. Together they were the sons of Fenrir, the wolves of the sky. When the world was still young, the gods placed the sun and moon in the heavens to mark day and night. But the wolves of Ironwood would not let the sky rest. Each dawn, Skoll began his hunt, his paws pounding like thunder as he chased the chariot of the sun goddess Sol. Every night, Hati pursued the moon god Mani, his jaws snapping at its light. And so, day and night began to chase each other endlessly. Sun fleeing from wolf, moon hiding behind clouds, and the sky forever trembling with the sound of their pursuit. The gods tried to stop them, but they could not. These were no ordinary beasts. They were born from prophecy. Their hunt was the heartbeat of time itself. In Asgard, Odin watched the heavens, one golden eye fixed upon the endless chase. He knew what would happen if the wolves ever caught their prey. When Sköll devoured the sun, darkness would fall upon all worlds. When Hati swallowed the moon, the stars would vanish. And when both were gone, Ragnarok would begin. So the gods built walls, forged weapons, and prepared armies. But they could not fight the sky itself. They could only wait and listen to the sound of the wolves running through the clouds. Countless ages passed. The sun rose, the moon followed, the wolves chased. But the day finally came, when the chains that held Fenrir deep beneath the earth began to tremble. The ground split open, the seas boiled, and the sky turned red as blood. Fenrir's children howled so loudly that even the gods could not hear their own thoughts. Skoll lunged, his jaws closing around the sun. Light burst in all directions, then vanished. Hati leapt into the black sky, swallowing the moon whole. The world fell silent, a silence so deep it felt like death itself. The stars blinked out, darkness reigned, and the age of Ragnarok began. As the end unfolded, as Thor battled the serpent Jörmungandr, as Odin faced Fenrir himself, the wolves of the sky continued their eternal task. They had ended the light, and now they watched as fire consumed the world their father had longed to destroy. When the final flames faded and the new dawn rose over the reborn earth, the wolves were gone, their hunger at last fulfilled. But some say, when the sun's light flickers through clouds, you can still see the marks of their chase. And when the moon hides behind shadow, you can still hear their growls in the wind. The wolves of Fenrir are not monsters. They are symbols of the cycle that binds gods and men alike. For even the sun must one day fall, and every beginning must meet its end. Yet from that end, a new dawn always rises. And so the story of Fenrir's offspring is not one of doom, but of balance, renewal, and the truth that even darkness has its place in creation. The tale of Fenrir's children reminds us, every chase, every struggle, every ending leads to something new. If you love Norse stories brought to life like this, subscribe, and join us for more tales of gods, monsters, and the myths that shape the world.